If not for RM, the world might never have known the Jungkook we celebrate today. Sometimes, it's not the loudest choice that changes history, it's the quietest. When a shy teenage boy from Busan chose BigHit, not for its fancy studios or grand promises, but because he heard the voice of a young rapper named RM, he unknowingly rewrote the fate of K-pop. Picture this, young Jungkook sits nervously in a waiting room. Days earlier, he had impressed the nation on Superstar K3. Now, major agencies like JYP, Kpop, and Starship were lining up to claim him. Then came BigHit, a no-name agency with no glamour, no history, and no guarantees. But BigHit didn't send a pitch. They sent RM. And that changed everything. South Korea is gripped by the fever of talent shows. Superstar K3 opens the stage for thousands of dreamers. Among them, a boy from Busan named Jungkook. His voice was unpolished. His moves, unsure. But there was something inside him, something that made 7 major agencies look twice. JYP, Kpop, Starship, even FNC. All reached out after his audition. But no one expected what he'd choose, a tiny agency called BigHit Entertainment. BigHit. That agency had no major idols. Just one trainee with underground rap videos. His name, Kim Namjoon. Stage name, Rap Monster, now known as RM. Years later, Jungkook recalled in an interview, "I chose BigHit because RM Hyung looked so cool. I wanted to train where he was." To some, it's a simple answer. But it's the core of everything. In an industry driven by numbers and security, Jungkook didn't choose money. He didn't choose comfort. He didn't choose the safe path. He chose a voice. RM's voice. Heavy, wounded, imperfect, but real. While others measured success with contracts and luxury, Jungkook measured it with awe. And from that awe, BTS was born. A new chapter in Korean music history began. But that path, however romantic it sounds, was filled with pain, risk, and decisions that could have ended everything before it began. There was something about Jungkook that defied definition. He wasn't just the Maknae, not just a visual, not just a golden voice. He was a threat, an anomaly in an industry too comfortable with its own rules. From the moment he debuted, unease began to spread. Big agencies whispered doubts into media ears. Reporters asked, "Who is this kid, really? Why does he look too perfect for a rookie?" Harsh comments came flooding in, even from within the industry. Jungkook was called a packaged product, a pretty face will fade fast, even a robot with no emotions. But they all forgot one thing: robots don't make people cry. Every move Jungkook made on stage seemed to hold a story. Every note he sang pulled at the heart. He didn't just perform, he conveyed pain he hadn't even lived through. And that's exactly why the world wasn't ready. Because they didn't know how to handle someone who wasn't born to follow the system, but to dismantle it. Debuting at 16, this is no ordinary age to step into the colossal stage of the Korean entertainment industry. But Jungkook had no choice. He only knew one thing: never disappoint. Behind the sweet smile and dazzling energy on stage lay a pressure almost crushing him. Every eye on him, every move measured, every note scrutinized. RM, the charismatic leader. The reason Jungkook chose BigHit, and the one who set the high standards Jungkook holds himself to. To the public, RM is a mentor, friend, protector. But behind the scenes lies hidden pressure. When Jungkook chose BigHit out of admiration for RM, he didn't realize that expectation would become a double-edged sword. RM isn't just a mentor, he's a mirror reflecting Jungkook's insecurities. Be like me, as if it's an uncompromising command. The burden of being RM's shadow sometimes becomes a thorn in Jungkook's heart, not out of hatred, but fear of failing to meet expectations. This internal conflict is often hidden from the camera's gaze. The weight was heavy, the shadow he carried too large for a boy still finding himself. There were moments Jungkook felt lost, torn between being Jungkook and the BTS Maknae, who must always be perfect. Did it make him want to give up? Yes, it did. But that's what makes this story both tragic and beautiful. A young boy forced to grow up too fast. And he learned sometimes survival means killing parts of yourself. When you're at the top, every step is watched. Every mistake magnified. Every word misinterpreted. Jungkook faced not just professional criticism but hatred from the most unexpected place, fans. Hatred unseen but deeply felt. Wounds never healed despite passing time. There were moments Jungkook had to swallow tears alone, haunted by comments piercing his heart. And the most tragic part, it all happened while he was still struggling to find himself. Jungkook struggled not only with the outside world, but also with himself. The once underestimated Maknae now stands on the world's biggest stage. No longer just the youngest kid in BTS. Jungkook has become a symbol of change, inspiring millions worldwide. But behind the glitter lies a rarely told story: sacrifice, exhaustion, and relentless inner battles. The journey to find his true voice, not the one the public expects, not the one that fits the market. He learned from failure, from pain, from sacrifice. And from every small step, a voice was born, unique and uncopyable. A voice filled with wounds, hope, and courage. Jungkook's voice. Jungkook has been the target of controversies deliberately stirred by media and haters. Negative news, baseless rumors, unfair comparisons with other idols. All tested his mental strength and resolve. That's where Jungkook learned. Fame comes at a very high price. What happens when your greatest dreams clash with the harshest reality?